heater on just to give me a little bit of heat this morning. It's really cold. If you have a heater, it's really great to kind of have that to just give you a little bit of something besides just your body heat. Let's go ahead and get started this morning. Not sure where my flow will take us. We'll just see what happens. Let's come into a child's pose. Knees are wide, big toes touch. Just melt your heart forward. Connecting to your breath. We'll just slowly come up into a tabletop. We're just going to take some body circles to kind of warm up our wrist and hands. You're going to come all the way around one direction. Try to connect your breath. Big full breath. Around, full exhale around. And then reverse. And come to just a central location. Look out over the right shoulder. Pull your right shoulder to the right hip to right shoulder. Breathe into the left side body. Find your ujjayi breath. Big full breath in the nose, full breath out. Like for mine to linger about 4 to 6 seconds. I try to get all the way up to 6 seconds for inhale and exhale. Then come to the other side. Look out over the left shoulder, left hip towards the left shoulder. Through all this, my neck has been really tight, and I think it's just because we get so used to the heat. And I just haven't been able to have that same kind of heat in my house. Come back to a neutral spine. I'm going to walk my hands forward. I'm just going to kind of warm up a little bit more, just taking a knee vinyasa. Coming into that modified plank, lower down, inhale, lift. That way keep lifting, 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 and set it back into a child's pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Just keep moving with your breath. Let's take 2 more. Now just hold your child's pose. Slowly come up into a tabletop. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. 2 more. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Now I'm going to take my knees and just draw my knees through, coming onto my back. We're going to take some eagle crunches. So the first time I'm going to take my left leg over my right. My left arm's going to come under the right. I'm going to extend out with my shoulder blades off the mat and then slowly draw it in. And exhale in. Inhale, reach, and exhale, pull it in. 2 more. And then switch. Now your right leg's going to come over your left, right arm's going to come under the left, extend out, and then draw it in. Two more. And draw your knees into your chest. Now we're just going to take 5 spine rolls. You're going to roll up and hold and back and forth. And then come all the way through to downward facing dog. Deep breaths. Walk your dog, just rotating heel to toe. Deep breaths. I'm going to move my camera just a tiny bit. Okay. So just coming into that downward facing dog. Press the ground away. Make sure that you're not shrugging your shoulders into the center. You want to take your shoulders and spread them apart. And then you want to engage your lats. So kind of take the shoulders around and push the ground away. And slowly walk all the way to your hands and forward fold. Maybe heel toe your feet open, finding a ragdoll, and just rock from left to right. Forward fold, heel toe it back together, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, and inhale, fingers to the sky. So get all the way up, big full breath. And exhale your hands, heart center. Just take a moment to get centered here. My camera still is off a little bit, so sorry. And just remember, when we are on Instagram, the poses are sometimes opposite because of how we're mirroring each other, okay? We're not mirroring each other, really. Inhale, up, overhead, big stretch, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back with your right foot into a low lunge. Sweep your arms up, overhead, big stretch. I've been really tight here lately, so tight that I haven't really been able to do any hop-ups to handstand because my hamstrings are so tight. So we're going to try to get a little bit deeper into the hamstrings today if we can. Really reach. Bring your right hand down and reach your left arm up. Nice stretch. Now tuck your toes under and you're just going to turn the toes to the right. Really press and lift up the right hip, but pushing down and pressing through the left foot. Now bring the left hand down, walk it all the way to the right for a wide-legged forward fold. Now I'm just going to rotate, like stretching one leg, bending my right, come to the center, stretch the right leg, bend the left, going back and forth. And then wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands to the left. Inhale to a full plank this time. Chaturanga. Move forward on your toes and try to graze your ribs with your triceps. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Press it back. Inhale your right leg up to three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open the hip. Come back to three-legged dog. Step through, low lunge. Come down on your left knee and sweep your arms up overhead. Big stretch. And bring your left hand down, right arm up. Nice rotation. And sometimes I'll take the shoulder and roll it in. Try not to do that. Keep the shoulder out. Deep breaths. Now you're going to tuck the back toe under, lift the knee up, rotate the toes towards the right, coming onto your side here in this modified side plank. This is great for stretching. Lift your left hip, but press down through the right foot. Bring your right hand down and we'll walk it all the way to the left for a wide leg forward fold. Now I'm just going to bend into the right knee, come up and bend into the left. Really stretching, lengthening the inner thighs. Come back to the center and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk it back to the right. And then step your left foot to the right and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, fingers to the sky. Sweep it up. Let's move with our breath. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step out with your left foot. Low lunge. One big full breath. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale to plank. Chaturanga, forward on the toes. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Bend your knee, open the hip. Press the ground away. Come back to three-legged dog. Step through, low lunge, come down on your right knee. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale down. Step your right foot to the left and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, fingers to the sky, sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Jump back to chaturanga or come into plank and lower down. Up dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Step jumper float to the hands and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fingers to the sky, sweep it up. And forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump back or just step. We're just going to move. We're going to do 3 more of these. Move when you're ready to move. Two more. Last one. And downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Inhale your right leg up to three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open the hip. I'm going to take a little wild thing to open my back. Three-legged dog. Step through high lunge. Fix my clothes. Make sure you're knitting your ribs in. I'm going to take some standing splits. So I'm going to bring my hands down and just lift the leg. Nice little stretch. And then come back into your high lunge. Exhale the hands down. Inhale the leg up. Exhale the leg down. Inhale the arms up. Just going back and forth. Nice stretching. Last one. Bring your hands heart center. Rotate to the right. Bring your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. And just lift off the knee. Whoa, the sun was blinding me. That's why focal points are so important. Left arm up, right arm down. Extend back out. Left hand down to the mat, right arm up. Right hand down, walk it to the left, wide-legged forward fold. Stretch it to the left. You can go all the way down. You can try to go all the way down in that Skandasana. You can lift your chest. Come back up. Walk it to the right. Sweep your right leg up to three-legged dog. Take a three-legged vinyasa, two-legged, or just go to down dog. Now your left leg up, bend your knee, open the hip. I'm going to roll this over. You could. Three-legged dog. Step through, high lunge. Nice neutral pelvis. Knit your ribs in. Now we're going to take those stretches. Just because this is something that's bothered me, I hope that it helps you. Take a full breath in. Exhale the hands down. Then lift, big full breath. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. left hamstring is not liking me. And bring your hands heart center. You're gonna rotate to the left. Bring your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. And slowly just lift up off the knee. Extend your arms. Right arm up, left arm down. Then right hand all the way down to the mat, reaching your left arm up. Left hand down, walk it to the right, wide-legged forward fold. I'm going to bend into my right knee, turning my big toe out slightly. Coming all the way down to the mat. And what's funny is I'm not real tight through here. I'm more tight just in the hamstring. Come back up. Walk it to the left. Sweep your left leg up to three-legged dog. Take a three-legged vinyasa, two-legged. We're just going to downward facing dog. Step, jump, or float to the hands and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, fingers to the sky, sweep it up. We're gonna come right into a chair pose. So now we're really activating the glutes, your hamstrings. I think I've been sitting too much with teaching homeschool, with not being very active during the day. It's really made a difference in my hamstrings. In my body in general, I feel a little fluffy these days. Breathe. A few more seconds here. Let me get a little bit deeper. Pull the knees back. My kitty cat in the back is just laid out in front of the heater. She thinks it's the best thing in the world. And forward fold. Hinge in your hips. Let the crown of your head fall. Now let's heel toe it open, coming into a yogi squat. Deep breaths. Now we're going to step your left foot back, keeping the right foot forward to get a nice, I'm still trying to open up this hamstring. So bring my hands down, step your left foot back, coming into a lizard pose. Now in this lizard, I'm going to hold, but then I'm just going to straighten the front leg and then bend back forward. Straighten and bend. Back and forth. Now, I'm going to come down on my forearms. Now, let's just lift the right heel up and down. Lifting up and down. Try to do 2 more of these. And hold. Keep the head above your heart. Come down on your left knee, maybe bend the knee, reach back, grab the foot. So I'm just going to let the right knee really try to fall open, opening the right hip. release the foot if you have it. Bring the hand down, tuck the back toe under, and step your left foot to the right. And then you're gonna come back into that yogi squat. Lift your chest. Now bring the hands down. You're gonna step the right foot back. Left foot's way over to the left. Now this is my bad leg, so we're gonna come forward. Then I'm gonna try to straighten the leg, push, and back and forth. Good. Now I'm just gonna come down on the forearms. Keep your head above your heart, tuck the chin slightly. Now lift the left heel and down. And then hold. Bring your right knee down, bend the knee, reach back, grab the foot. And just see if you can let that left knee fall open a little bit more. Release your foot if you have it. Bring the hand down. Come back to the step your right foot to the right pinky finger. Yogi squat. Set it down. Bring the hands down. Lift your hips, heel toe it together, and forward fold. Maybe wrap the arms around the backs of the knees. Try to find your elbows. Release your arms and halfway lift. Now you could step back into plank or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale your right leg up. Bend your knee, open the hip. Flip it over if you want it. Three-legged dog. Nose to knee, right down the center. Step through, high lunge. Now we're just gonna go back and forth in those standing splits. Bring the hands down and lift. One more. High lunge. Bring your hands heart center, rotate to the right, left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Press away from the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Bring the hand down. Nice stretch. Right hand down, walk it to the left, wide-legged forward fold. Standasana on the left. Maybe take a bind if you want it. Release your bind, come back to that wide-legged forward fold. Walk it to the right, sweep your right leg up to three-legged dog. Take a three-legged vinyasa, two-legged, or just gonna down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Bend your knee, open the hip. Flip it over if you want it. Three-legged dog, nose to knee, step through, high lunge. Okay, we're gonna move through those standing splits. And I'm trying to keep my hip from opening. My leg has become so tight that my right hip wants to open when I lift. Last one. Bring your hands heart center, rotate to the left, right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Now inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Right hand down, left arm up. Left hand down, walk it to the right. Skandasana, turning the right big toe out. If you have a bind, you can take a bind. Wide-legged forward fold. Walk it to the left. Inhale your left leg up. Take your vinyasa or just go to down dog. Step, jump, or float to the hands and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fingers to the sky, sweep it up. Take a little back bend and chair pose. Now if you wanted to take a crow pose, you could. I'm gonna bring my hands down, lean forward. And then just forward fold when you're ready. Now in this forward fold, bring your energy into the balls of your feet, lift your heels. Start to bend your knees back. Set your gaze and slowly come into a chair on the balls of your feet. Maybe slowly start to stand. Come back into your chair. Maybe come all the way down if you have a big toe stand. Drop your heels. Come back into chair. Take a full breath in and forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump back to chaturanga or come into your plank. Shift into plank. Drop your heels to the right, coming into a side plank. Come back to plank. Drop your heels to the left, opening up into side plank. Come back to plank. Take a chaturanga, up dog or cobra, and down dog. Inhale your right leg up, step through, warrior two. Heel to arch. You can get really deep in warrior two. Reaching through the fingertips. Nice 90-degree angle here. Deep breaths. Now reverse. Come back to warrior two and side angle. I'm gonna bring my right hand on the inside of my right foot, really taking my tailbone to the short end of the mat. Reach both arms to the front. Warrior two. Reverse. Straighten your front leg. Come back to warrior two arms. Reach forward, finding triangle pose. And pulling the right hip back. Right hand can on the outside of your right ankle. If you have blocks. If there was a wall behind you, your right hip and shoulders would be up against that wall. We come into our reverse triangle. Come back to warrior two arms. Bring your hands to your hips. Step your left foot in slightly at 45 degrees. Pull the right hip back, nice flat back. I think my practice today is mostly about stretching and lengthening the body. You could bring the hands all the way down. Press to the left hand. I'm going to take my right hand to the right hip, really pushing it back. I'll be opening up the chest and reaching the right arm up. Revolve triangle. Bring the right hand down. Then we're going to come right into a tree pose. I love tree poses just because I think they're always a challenge. Now tee your arms, tabletop your leg. You can press the left leg straight behind you. Reach through the fingertips. Try to lift your chest. You're going to come right to a chair pose. Pull the knees back. Neutral pelvis, no tucking under. Now you could stay here, or if you have a crow pose, you could go right into your crow and then move through your vinyasa whenever you're ready. Take a big full breath in your nose. Open your mouth inside out, let it go. Big full breath in. Open your mouth inside out, let it go. Inhale, left leg up. Step through. Warrior two. Get heel to arch alignment here. Nice 90-degree angle in the front knee. Pull the right hip back. Left knee back. Extend out through your arms. Breathe. Find your yoga breath. energy from your shoulders. Just reach out through the fingers. Don't lose your 90-degree angle in the front knee. And we're going to reverse. Left palm's going to come up. Reverse your warrior. Keep the integrity in the front knee. Come back to warrior two. Side angle. I'm going to rotate my hip back slightly. Bring my left hand on the inside of the left foot, reaching the right arm forward. And reach both arms to the front. Whoa, lost my grip. Warrior two. And reverse. Straighten your front leg. Come back to warrior two arms. I like to this is my bad hamstring. I'm gonna pull this right heel back a little bit more. So I'm gonna pull the left hip, keep pulling it back in space. Left hand's gonna go on the outside. Just make sure that your chest stays lifted. Right arm reaches up. Don't hunch forward like this. Lift it up. I'm going to reverse my triangle. So you have to really root down through the feet, lift it all the way up. Come back to warrior two arms. Bring your hands to your hips. You're going to step your right foot in slightly at 45, pulling the left hip back, finding pyramid pose. You're going to constantly pull the left hip back. Goal here is have a neutral pelvis. Maybe bring the fingertips down. I'm gonna keep my right hand down, bring my left hand to the left hip, push the hip back, maybe reach your left arm up. Bring the left hand down. We're gonna come right into a tree pose. I'm gonna press through my left foot. Step back a little bit because I've got two videos going at the same time. Bring my right foot into my left thigh. Find your focal point. It's been really challenging for me to get balanced. Being at home. Just breathe. Root down your tree. Now to your arms, tabletop your leg. We're going to find warrior three. Press to the ball of the foot. Spread your toes. Press. Lift your chest. Chair pose. If you want to find another crow pose here, you could. I'm going to take crow to tripod. So you could go from crow to tripod, or just hold your chair pose if you don't have a crow pose. Bend your knees, and you're going to jump all the way through. Coming down, we're going to find a boat. Deep breaths here. Reach your heart forward. Squeeze your knees into your chest. I'm going to extend my right leg out. Bring your left foot into the crease of your right elbow. Maybe kind of rock it out. If you could, you might lift your left or right leg. You might go up and down. Hold. Now if you wanted to, you could just lay back in your lower back, just holding. If you wanted to take an 8-limb pose, you'd hook your left leg over the left shoulder, kind of like you're strapping on a backpack. I like to lift up into an elephant trunk, hook the left foot into the right, and take your chaturanga shelf. Maybe. And then come back up. Then take your left foot over the right knee, taking a half Lord of Fishes with a straight leg. I'm going to take a bind. I haven't been binding lately. You can take your right hand, move it through the little triangle that you've created. Left arm comes around. Again, try to lift that leg if you wanted. Back to the center, extend your legs and just seated forward fold. Reach your heart forward. Slowly roll it up. This time take your right foot into the crease of your left elbow. Kind of rock it around if you want. Lift your left leg. If you want to take those little pulses, you could. You could hold here, or you could lay back into the lower back, keeping the leg in. It's a nice pigeon pose. Or you could take the elephant trunk, bring it over the right leg over. You're gonna lift it up. If you want an 8-limb pose, hook the foot, go out to the right. Bring it back down. Extend your right leg. Left leg's gonna go over the right knee. Left hand behind you. Right arm comes up and down the back of your knee. If you wanted to take that bind, I'm gonna take my right arm through this little triangle. Left arm comes around. Or is this the same side I just did? I think it was. Yes. Isn't it funny how you'll do something and you're like, wait, I just did that. Now let me bind on this side. Release, squeeze your knees into your chest. Then you're gonna roll all the way back, coming down to the mat, finding a bridge pose. Lift your pelvis, Press through the feet nice and firm. Make sure you're not arching the back. You're tucking the tailbone under. Nice flat pelvis here. I'm going to come up into my shoulder heads. Slowly lower down. If you wanted to lift up into a wheel, you could, or just take another bridge pose. Finding Supta Baddha Konasana whenever you're ready. Just recline butterfly. Squeeze your left knee into your chest and just extend your right leg out. Squeeze your right knee in, extend your left leg out. Squeeze both knees into your chest. I'm going to take a plow. So I'm just going to bring my legs straight up, lifting up, and swing my feet to the back. Slowly rolling it back down. Take a little spine twist here. And then if there's anything else you need, confine it or just extend your legs for full Shavasana. Just trying to bring your thoughts to your mat. These have been challenging days for me, and with homeschool, with trying to keep up my physical activities, and then also trying to prepare food for everyone in my home, making sure everything, all the surfaces are clean. It's a lot to put your mind around. So just concentrate on your breath. If you'd rather come seated, I'm going to bend my knees and roll it up into more of a seated meditative position. Just bringing my hands to my knees, my mudra. Breathe. Now take a big full breath in your nose. Hold on to your breath. And then open your mouth inside out. Let it all go. Big full breath in. Holding on. And then open your mouth inside out. Let it go. Last one, big full breath in. Holding on. And then let it all go. I invite you to bring your hands, heart center, chin to chest. One more breath as a group. Take a full breath in. And open your mouth inside out. Let it go. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you through your practice today. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I hope that we're able to join in. This wasn't a real powerful practice. It was more lengthening and stretching and just finding our balance today. Lauren will have another class on Friday at noon. She usually brings a really powerful practice, so hopefully you can join back in with Lauren on Friday at noon. See you guys. Have a happy Wednesday.